Maloila mali e aho e ki moe lele e Tonga ko toa whiwhia ke o taritari lele ki mo tolo ke o mo ngahi o ngongo mo ledio kai uma a ai television e Tonga ki he hoani. I he wakaiko ia ki ngahi ulo i o ngongo. Whakaho atu ai tohi whakotu honoua ki he kandidati pale mia whili ki he ofisi o e sea whakataimi whanealea o Tonga. Whamalolo i whakataimi ai whawawhonga kakai o Tongatapu fitu ki whalealea mi hono ngahi lakanga whaminista. Ke leko ti he poto ngawe polisi ai toko ua ke malolo i he whaosinga o i wike. O kutoi ei pe ngahi talanoa kehe ana iangi pehe ai tawakai ki ngahi o ngongo mihi malae o i sipoti kai uma a ai tuunga ko ia o i ea. Ko e wakailewa eni ki he whakaiki iki ko auriliani porutele. Kua toi mau e he ofisi o e sea whakataimi e whalealea o Tonga. Ai tohi whakatu honoua o ha kandidati ki he pale mea whili i he ahoni. Ko hono whakapapau i eni mi he ofisi o e sea whakataimi e whalealea o Tonga. Ko e whakatu uluaki ne whakahua tuia i he tuapule lulu wike ko o si. Pea ko hono wā eni. Neongo eni ka he ikai malawa ki tuku mai ai whakaiki iki whikau aki moiongo whakatu kandidati koe ni. E tok whakahape e he sea whakataimi lo tangi o wānukunuka i he whakataha ai whalealea i he monite kahau ki hono whili ko ia o e palemia whili. Neongo kua ua ai whakotu o tohi o kandidati ka aku kei whainga maali e pe ki hatoe whakotu o kandidati ki he palemia whili i he mahino e toki tāpu ni e whainga maali e koe ni i he hāwhea ai ni mai whiawhi aho whalaite o e wikeni. Kua whakamalolo i whakataimi ai whakawhonga whalealea o Tongatapu fitu Paula piveni piukala mei hono ngahi lakanga whakaminista ai aku kau ki he ni lakanga minista polisi me tamate awhi pe he ki lakanga minista o ngahi pisinisi ai puleanga. Ko e whakaiki mo wahe whanua tūpola.
Ko e tutun ko ni whakau akia me lipo tina mao he palemia me komsoni ki hono whawhipaki i o e tae whaitotonu. Ai au hai e ngahi tuko ki mamafa ki e whakawhatongia e minista polisi. I he whamatala kutuk mai me ofise palemia, ko e ngahi tuko ki i koe ni kau kiai a hono tuko ki i o piukala o pehe. Nai tae whakalao e ne kaunga ki e tutu uni ki whakaata hamata pule ki e whalau pe mei tongani lolo tonga au kiai e tutu uni whakawhamau anga ki e ue mawahi mei tongani. Pehe me ofise palemia, nei mga tuunga hene tutu uni e palemia te ki tā aisaki walueke ki whamaloloi whakatai mea piukala mi hono lakanga minista. Kai awalewa ko maua e ngai whadotolok whahoko e komsoni ki hono whawhipaki i o e tai whaitotonu. Ne tau pehe me ofise palemia ke uhi ke mahu inga mo i pelepele ngese tukua ki i koe ni o whahawhawawawe e whadotolo e komsoni ke whapau i ai ātakai pa mo i na tulato tonu e mea ne hoko o whatatau ki ngahi tukua ki i ko whakahoko. E kau ki heni i he nau whatatolo hono oange whainga maali e kakato pe amoto tonu ki a teknau tolu au kaunga tonu pa mo i tukua ki i koe ni ke whahauka hanau tali o whikau aki pa mo i tukua ki i pe kofa matala ki ne tau kapo i ki nau tolu. Ne tau pehe ofise palemia ke tutu uni ngau i koe ni whahauko ia ki puke e whalala i kakai ki he moone ngai whaunga o e lao pa mo i mawhai ki whai tutu uni he whonuani pe a whapapau i o tāu ai whaunga i whahauko aki e whahatotolo. Nau te whahafo ki nau tukpa e nau tukon kakato e pulianga ki he komsoni ki on whapaki i o e tae whaitotonu i tongani lolo tonga e nau whakatotolo. Maa ngonga le te o me televisione Tonga, ko au wahi whanua tūpola.
O ku kei whakatotolo i he potu ngāwe polisi e tupu anga i mālolo i matāpu le tau whāwalo mei pili ne toki mau atu pē kua ne osi mālolo i hono api no whanga pē i he whiawhi pē koe hoa tā sāpate ene. I he whamatala i to koni komisiona polisi te vita vai lea whatatau ki whamatala ko nā tānaki o ku mahino ko e pekia o ku ne nofo toko taha pē o i kai whakapapau i ihe loroto ngani e tupu anga o ene mālolo.
Pea mahino mai o kia hono aranga maki tauhi. Kai toki ilo ia he taha o family. Pea mahino me atakai o mea koe ni ne fuoroa ai maalolo ai toko taha koe ni. Pea koe uhi koe ke aha taha kena nofu. Pea ne mahino ko kamata ke aunga sino hu Tongatapu.
Neongo eni ka ko pao pe ke hokwa te whakatatolo ka polisi ke whakapapao i tupu angata tonu ne malolo. Lorotonga eni pehe e vai lea ne toi le ko ti whakaosinga wike mo matapu le ta ono noa mi popua ke malolo. Ka aku mahino mihina tula o i mea koe ni hoko o kunau pehe o i kai hawha ahinga tō onga ha ngalikehi ke mga tuunga ko hahia nei hoko.
Oa ho tātia whea ho tōna ki. Nai alo whae ne whangota i he potahi ta whakatonga koe au pupua, e ria koe ki whangauta. Pea leongo whangata ia, o whae pe ui tokoni ki ni ihi, na wofi ai ka e mahino kai ki tau e whelawe. Pea ne ngawet kai ka polisi, pea e peke Tongatapu, o whapapau ku maroro e tangata koe ni.
Ke he oku hoha ai potu ngāwe polisi ke uhi ke lahi e hā mai e ni ihi o kunau mālolo pea i gai hataha ke nau nofu whakataha ke whakatoka ngai pe toka ngai kina ke nau tolu ke uhi ke malama ke whai ha ngāwe whakawawe wawe. Ta te whito eni ke teki nau tolu o ki ai honau ngāhi maha ki tauhi. Koe tokanga, ke toi tokanga nge ai kakai i he tūku i kolo whakapapao i he kupu honau whāmili o kuanga maheni ke no whatokotaha te lia ha whahinga whakatamaki te nau wheao moia. Na e whakamooni e pule anga Tonga mo e pule anga siapani ki ha lea pao tokoni whiunga hono maho inga whakapaanga me lau miliona mei siapani. Ko e tokoni ko e ni ke ngō misini sola uhila e ua whakatau mua eni ma ai komisoni whakamafola lea Tonga. Ko e ua whakamooni ko e ni ne iai tonu ai a senolita to i vai o ne o mai ai talanoa ko ia.
Ko e whamooni a lea pau ko e ni ne whakahoko ia e eiki palemia to ke tā aisake eke mo e ampasto a siapani ki Tonga ni His Excellency e naka ki Hisao. I he mea palemia to ke tā aisake eke nane pihe, ko e ngō misin sola e ua ko e ni e tokoni lahia ke whakahokowhatonga e komson whamafola lea a Tonga i he taimi kotoa, ko e uhi ko e hoa ua wha a e nau whakahokowhatongia ki he kakai o e whanua. I ka ingatai to e hoko eni ko e tokoni lahi ki he taimi hoko e ngai whatamak whainatula, i he mahino ko e hoko e ngai whatamak whainatula o whaamate mate ai uhi la. Ka koe whakahokowhatongi o komson whamafola lea a Tonga, o whaafalala ki ai ngahi mauanga whakamatala o tuku at ki kakai e whanua i he lautonga mo hili ha whatamaki whainatula. Lautonga ni nei mea ang pastor siapani ki Tonga ni His Excellency inika ki Hisao o kei tuku pākakato pia siapani ke tokonia a Tonga ni iha whaahinga sektoa pe. Nane te pehe koe taha ngahi pole whiangangai me komson whamafola lea a Tonga i he hiki ai tatong uhi la o whakatatau ki he tuunga ai ngahi mea ngā ue o kunau ngawe aki. I he ne pehe whie puli anga siapani ke tokoni ha ongomi sini sola e ua ke tokoni ke moanga uhile komson whamafola lea a Tonga. Hok mahino koe sola koe nia whotuuia i he whale mi sini komson whamafola lea a Tonga i Popua. Lautonga ni ne whamalo i Sicilia tapakau tolo me he komson whamafola lea a Tonga ai tokoni ko ta i maalia e komsoni i he mahino e tokoni lahi eni ke whakakowhatongia whakaaho ai ngā ue a ngā. Mai ngonga le te o me televisione Tonga ko snori tātu i vai.
Kua tofa e kau taha pa anga whawahapule anga IFC ai hala whanonga who'o ma ai no pa anga o ngahi kau taha pisnisi i Tonga ni i he polokalama no pa anga eni ai pange langa whakalakalaka o Tonga. Koe hala whanonga who'o koe ni, koe e nau tokoni o malu i pe seti e ni manoa o e nau no pa anga i he pange, vahe whanua tū pola mo e whakaiki.
Ko e whamoni ene pule lahi e pange langa whalakalaka a Tonga, kaho o vai lahi ofa. Pea mo e pule lahi o e kautaha pa anga whawha pule anga IFC i he Pasifiki, Judith Green, ki e whingai aki fo o koe ni. Aia i kamata ngai ake pia e he pange, i he tau e walu ka hoko mai, hili hono tali e he poate. I whamatala a kaho ki hongonga e le te o me televisione Tonga na ane pehe, ko e tokoni ko inu whahoko e IFC, ko e nau tokoni malui ai vaiua i ngahi whi mau koloa malui e pange, o hangi ko inu whamatala.
Ko e no ko e ki toko taha businessi, pe ko e ki toko taha household i api ke whaihanga oue, pe ko e ha, o hanga he programa kani o mai ai malui, pe koe insurance, pe koe guarantee, ke 50% o amount ko tene no. Ai ka pa te pehe ko no ngowe, pe whemau haku ki palau ki ai paanga ni mamano. Ko foi ni mamano ko te no me pange whakalaka, 50% pe ko panga wa mano ni maaf, ka vai e malu he IFC. Ki mai IFC a se niti. Ka mai IFC a foi malu po insurance ke foi 50% o programa no. E pehe pe me. Ko ne sai ko ki au to ta no. Ko instead o ai to mai palau panga ni mamano maro no e to ta mai panke ke si ia o mau take a risk e mau invest ko ai ho no ngowe fe ma ha to additional securities ko foi mi agoni o hanga pe hanga IFC o guarantee mai fenga mali ofa mai na do na guarantee por na security ke to ni ai kai fo noa por fangi me mi pa ngowe ko la ke o for restrictive o ta now no o hinga ko requirement ko security but they are providing the insurance ki he no kakai so ko no foi ma ka foi faria ta ko o nyanga fa fa mo fa I know I fangi business ki me fangi kau fama kau tautai he could now provide a guarantee 50% or no amount ko no
O whātau mua e tokon koe ni ki ngahi businessi ki whawhaingo fua e nau langa whalakalaka wha ekonomika ke wiki langa whanua ku nau whakahoko. Ai ane whahai he sea e poate e pange ki hongonga le te otonga Aloma Johansson. Ko e whawha e whakaukau koe ni ne os whahoko e wanoa watolu ka kohono toki whakahoko e ni. Ai au i kaiki o mai hapa anga mei he kautaha IFC ka koe nau malu i pia vai ua o e no i toho taha no. Ko whainga maare koe ni paila te i pia i tongani he tau e walu pa me whakaamu e te whaingo fuangi ki ngahi businessi tau taha me businessi ki e kakai whiwhine, kau tautai, kau whaa tōkanga mō ki nau tolo ki ai ha nau businessi ki nau no ke whakaivia e nau ngahi ngau e langa whanua. Ni toi pehe Johansson o ki ai peme ngai whaunga ko tuk mai he IFC ke mimi ofi ki ai e pange ki hono pule i lelei mo whakalele ai whingai aki fo o koe ni. Mā ngonga le te o me televisione Tonga ko au wahi whanua tō Paula.
Ko e toto, ko e mo ui anga. Pea koe whakaamui ai polo kalama whoa ki fo i toto ne pole ki ai e poto ngāwe polisi aniafi i he whengai aki o me poto ngāwe mo ui. Ke tokoni ki e whatongia ai poto ngāwe ta te whito e ni ki e pange e toto. I hono wheau ai whie mao fo i toto a ki nau tolu whie mao whawave mo whie mao vivili i he whare maha ki. Le te atau kapo mo i whaai ki.
Nā e tā i mua e komisiona polisi, i hono whamahu inga a whie mao ke pou ki hono whaa ki a ngai fo i toto, ke tokoni ki ngai whie mao toto e pange toto e whale mahak vai o la. Nā e whakahoko ai ane awhia whingawe ake e potu ngawe polisi me potu ngawe mo ui, ki hono whakahoko ai uruaki whaa ki toto ai kau ngawe e potu ngawe polisi ma ai pange toto. Koe whaa ki toto ko e ni, ne kawa kiai e kau ngawe e potu ngawe, o tataki he waa whakatotolo whakasai e nisi ai whale mahaki. Ne whakamalo ia ai he whakafofonga e whale mahaki, toke tā Patrick Bentani, ai whaki toto ko e ni, o ne whakaha, ne hā me he loto whie tokoni e kau ofisa polisi, a e nau mahu inga ia i he whaki ha tokoni ke whakahauwhi mo ui. Nā ne toi whakaha, koe mahu inga o tokoni peheni, he koe whaki e taha o ku mahulu atu e ne aonga ki he ngāue o ku nau whakahoko i he whale mahaki. Lalo tonga e ni, ne whakamalo ia he potu ngāue polisi e potu ngāue mo ui, me ngahi hoa ngāue kotoa pē, o na wanga maheni ke nau whakahoko ai pou ki e polo kalama whaki toto peheni. Ko whingawe aki ko e ni o pou wai ai potu ngawe polisi me potu ngawe mo ui ki he mahu inga o mo ui lelei mo e malu o ngai tūku i kolo i Tonga ni. Ma ai o ngong a le tio me televisione Tonga, kauritea tau kapo.
O ni o ngongo whakaloto whanua ia ki e hoani ko ngāhi o ngongo me malai o sipoti hoko mai a mo piea o lie.
Malo mai tau ki whilongo ki koe wakai ni ki malai o e sipoti. Ni ongo e more poini e tahi tō me funga whanua, una loto havea, Hene miri sino mo i sai niti konga Amerika ko ia ko Manzania Vagan i kuata whainolo ko ia kilo hiva wa ka koe whaari whaarama mata e whetu hopo mihe kalapo a Tonga mama o. Na e whaaki he whamau e poini laita i e tangata karisi i he hiri e mei ke pure i e havea e kuata i he whiauhi ko e IBA pe International Boxing Association i tū pai ane a whi. Ko e takai urua kina e mei i turi taka holo e havea ai tangata karisi konga Amerika koe ni o hange kua te teki e kaupou o karisi pe hoko mai me takai hono wa mo kamata ke maue loto e tangata kutaku ko e sisi a pakihikihi i he loto ringi. Neongo na e tau whi whamau e vei pae ngo tangatani ka na e pehe he kau mamata ia e maue poini o havea ka i he mahino ko siwa ni amanaki na e kalanga pea kau mamata ko e whetu hopo ni oi kilo hiwa wa mo e nau fie fia. Rotonga ni ko havea mo te vita malpo na ana whaafunga e whanua i he whiau hiria ngia i kaiki ola le lei e takai whaose ai fuhu e tangata mihe kalapua kolomotua. Kake o kui he whiahi te tau pe mo e tangata Tonga koia ko George Hola neongo na ane whaafunga ia no sila ka na e more hono poi niki he matampore me hake loto ko Koshalieth me Zekia i he a hono ni mau e whiau hini. Na e potu ta tau pe la lahi mo e pauni ai ngo tangatani ka na e hange ne pure i he tangata Kyrgyzstania ai takai uluaki o whaaki kei poi ni koe whaaki he taha. Ka na i kai tuku lolo ai a hola mi hono tauhere i e ngahere soni a hono hoa. I he takai hono wā na e hange ku wake mai a Mizikia ka e maari e na e maru i lelei pe se au si hola i a hono turiki mi hono lo papa i he toa mihi hake loto. Na e wāofia pito e poine ango tangatani ko e hiva ki he hongo fulu ka na e toki tapewa hola he takai whakaosi o mao he tangata mihi hake loto ai poine lelei ke huai ki he semifinalo. Ka ke heku teu ke whainolo e whiau hini he whanai te, pea mo e pāne paanga ko e tola Amerika e tolu kilu ki he hau, a i whoki ko e whakamore ko e tola Amerika e walu te simare tolua miliona ki he kauikuna.
Ko e wakaile wa eni ki he tuunga o e ea, i hono tuku mai me wa awai matangi a tonga i whamoto mo e potu ngā o e meidek ai ai whahoko ato e ino ki lilenga.
Malo lau mare o weki pa mo lelei ai tonga kotoa tari reipik mo tolu ki he tau whakamatawa ea. Ngahi tawa noa la lahi in, patawa ngai en, i tau kei whi awat pa mo au whia kei kotoa pe o tonga, pe foki ke uha, arawa ke lo lahi ai taimi pe mo mana tau te whito ke vai whanua ko ia o e ongo ni wāwa wao. Te pefoki ki haa pai. Ka koe i misi sa te laite no e aoni, ha mahina te lahi au whia ko ngā lahi o tūtonga ki he ahoni, te mi he ngahi au maarunga une ngā umu mai pa mi he whatoke lau ki hi fō. Tenta tau ki fō umo ngā umu mai te ai ano tāpa ki he o tūtonga. Ko ia o ki tukat pe whatokanga uha lahi pa mo e tā whia, te vai whanua ko ia o e moni wāwa wao, pa pefoki ki haa pai. O te vipa mo whatokanga hako, ke vai whanua ko ia o e ongo niwa, pe pefo ke whatokanga hako, mo e whare i ke ngahi wakai ki kotoa pe o potu tahi, o e otu tonga. Wakai ke ahu nima koe ka hoko mai pa mi he pasuiki, lahi au whia pe o tonga ahu nima koe ia ka hoko mai. Whai whanungat pa me ahoni o au ki he whaosinga o wike pa mo e kamatang koe wike ka hau, lahi au whia o tonga pefo ki a ngahi uko uha tu mo tonga o mai pa me whatoke lau, pefo ki he whakahiri ki he kotoa pe o tu tonga. Te kai hawiri ki he kamatanga ui kau, wangi pa mi tonga aken o mi hawiri o moko ki he konga lahi o tu tonga. Ako whamtalaen pe mi he poni o au ki he pongpong ko ia a pongi, wangi ki au whia pe whotunga langi ki kotoa o tonga, pefo ki a ngahi uha tu mo to. Ma lawa ke ngulo lahat ni a ngahi taimi te whito i te vai whanua o haapai wa wao, pea pefo ki he ongo niwa. Hawiri au ke mere tahi ongo fulu ke tahi nima, te hatapu pa mi pe whuki hapai. Ka koe ongo niwa pe whuki ke vai whanua koe wa wao. Malawa pia ke mere tahi ngā ke he nima, ni a ngahi taimi koe. Mo tahi fua maa whanake pōni, au i e ke te krisi o sas e ua tolu, i Tongatapu pa mi e ua wawha, ka pai pa mi e wao. Te au ke te krisi o sas e ua nima ki he ongo niwa. Whamatala e koe ka pongpongi na tula tatau pe lahi au whia whotunga e langi ki a pongpong ki kotoa pe o tonga. Pe whuki ki a ngahi uha tu ino to ki kotoa pe o tonga. Lama ke lo lahi a ngahi taimi tau te whito ki wawao, ka pe he whoki ki he o mo ni bo. Ma whana taha ko e ake a pungpungi, malalo ki a ue ki he maorunga o tikiliso sase ua walu, le ponga lahi o rotu tonga, te a pēwhiki. Tikiliso sase ua hiwa, i he o mo ni wa. O taimi ko ia o e tahi, tau maari e tahi, o songa fulpa me taha ua toa pō ia pō ni, pe a mātoka ia, hawhi koe fitu, pongpongi a pongi pongi. Lapa moe mahi na hopo la a toni ni te walu ko ia ki he o noa pongpongi ko ia pongpongi, pe a hopo ia, hoko totono e taha ua i he toa pō ia o pōni. Whaasa pe whamtala e aho ni maka hoko mai ki Nuku'alofa, ko hoko te ai uha, whalai te o wikeni. Te whoki ke tōnaki, papo sāpa te e lahi ki alo maari, penda tau ki malawa ki a watu moto. Pea te whoki ke moni te e lahi ki au fia, ala pe kei mga ngai uha tu moto, wa oi pe ki he tu sipe, o uke kaha u. Fua mawhana, aho ni maka uka hoko mai, e au ke maalunga ko tikili sasi e wa fitu, ki ho wahiwa ki Nuku'alofa. O tanga peke aho ni, malo pito mo mea mai, ka mo mea.
Ko e tuunga ia oi ea, ka tautoi wakayangi pihi ki ngāhi ulu i o ngongo. Whakahu atu ai tohi whakatuu honoua ki he kandidati pale mia whili ki he ofisi o e sea whakataimi whalealea o Tonga. Whamalolo i whakataimi ai whawawhonga kakai o Tongatapu fitu ki whalealea me hono ngāhi lakanga whaminista. Pia leko ti he potu ngāwe polisi ai toko ua ke malolo i whaosinga o i wike. Mo e kakato i peia o ngāhi o ngongo mo letio kai uma ai televisone tonga ki e howani mo whakaamu me au taki kotoa atu peia ki loto whale kotoa. Kai malo e tau ke iwi au mai, ka mo mea.
Good evening and welcome to your news bulletin in English with Radio and Television Tonga for the hour. Making headlines: Police Minister is suspended over a court case investigation. Parliament receives second candidate nomination for the election of a Prime Minister designate. And police records 2 deaths during the weekends. We'll have these and more stories later on in the bulletin with the latest from sports and the latest weather update. Now, I'm Paula with the stories in detail. The Office of the Interim Speaker of the Legislative Assembly has received another written nomination for the upcoming election of a Prime Minister designate. In a statement released by the Office of the Interim Speaker, it states that the written nomination was received today and will only be open and read at the election day next Monday. However, nominations period is still open and will be officially closed this Friday. The Honourable Prime Minister Dr. Aisake Valueke has temporarily suspended the Minister for Police, Minister for Fire and Emergency Services and Minister for Public Enterprises, the Honourable Paula from all his ministerial duties with effect from Monday this week. Mark Ake reports.
The Prime Minister's office says the decision was made after receiving a report from the Anti-Corruption Commission, which outlined allegations of abuse of power and breach of court orders. Piukala is accused of serious allegations involving the conduct of the Minister for Police in facilitating the departure of a person from Tonga despite a court order restricting their travel. The Prime Minister's office says the investigation will be conducted thoroughly and fairly, and Piukala will be given the opportunity to respond to the allegations. The government assures the public that it is committed to upholding the rule of law and protecting the integrity of its institutions. Mark Ake, Radio and Television Tonga News.
Police are currently investigating the death of a 48-year-old man from Pili whose body was discovered last Sunday. This follows confirmation from the Ministry of Police after the deceased body was found at his residence where he was already deceased. Speaking to Radio and Television Tonga News, the Deputy Police Commissioner Devita Vailea says they received the information from the deceased relative and upon arriving at the residence at Pili, police confirmed that the man had passed away. According to the information they now have, based on the nature and environment on which the body was found, the man had likely been deceased for some time. Vailea says based on information they gathered, the man was having his own health disease, but he was living alone at his residence with no one to accompany him. Despite this, examinations and post-mortem will be conducted to his body to determine the exact cause of his death. Meanwhile, police also recorded another incident with a 60-year-old man from Papua to have passed away at the weekend also while he was in the sea at the south side of Papua doing fishing. Vailea says, according to information they now have, the man encountered some difficulty while in the sea. He tried calling for help from others near the area where he received their assistance, but to no avail. Vailea says that despite having no suspicious information about the two matters, investigations will need to be conducted for clarification and confirmation. However, police expressed concern over the growing number of cases involving individuals who pass away unnoticed with no family or other member of the family living with them. He therefore emphasized that this group is physically vulnerable and the lack of immediate support means help often arrives too late. The government of Tonga and the government of Japan have signed a multi-million-dollar assistance to Tonga Broadcasting Commission. This assistance consists of 2 solar-powered machines worth $2.65 million US. More on that story with Latu Ivai.
The agreement was officially signed by the Prime Minister, Dr. Isaac Keeke, and the Ambassador of Japan to Tonga, His Excellency Inagaki Hisao. During the program, the Prime Minister, Dr. Isaac Keeke, says these 2 solar machines will greatly assist the Tonga Broadcasting Commission in carrying out its duties, especially since TBC operates 24 hours a day to serve the people of the nation. He added, this assistance is also extremely important during times of natural disasters, as power disruptions are common and the Commission relies heavily on electricity to provide vital information and updates to the public during emergencies. Meanwhile, the Japanese ambassador, His Excellency Inagaki Hisao, says that Japan remains fully committed to supporting Tonga in any sector. He also acknowledged the financial challenges faced by the Tonga Broadcasting Commission because of the rising electricity cost related to their operational needs. He expressed Japan's happiness to provide 2 solar machines to support TBC's power supply. The solar machine will be installed at the Tonga Broadcasting Commission facility in Papua. However, Cecilia Tapakaudolo of the Tonga Broadcasting Commission expressed gratitude for the assistance, saying that it will greatly support the Commission daily operations. Reporting for Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Latu Ivai.
The International Finance Corporation, or IFC, and the Tonga Development Bank, or TDB, have signed a risk-sharing facility agreement to support small and medium-sized enterprises and women's businesses in Tonga. The agreement was signed yesterday by the IFC Pacific Director, Judith Green, and the Tonga Development Bank Chief Executive Officer, Kaho Ovailahiofa. I'll tell you more on that story. The Chief Executive Officer of the Tonga Development Bank, Kaho Ovailahiofa, told Radio and Television Tonga News that the agreement will see the IFC guarantee up to 50% of the bank's loan portfolio. He says the initiative is aimed at supporting small businesses and promoting economic growth in Tonga to support the development of the private sector in the country. He says that the agreement is expected to increase access to finance for the Tongan businesses, with benefits including lower collateral requirements and support for entrepreneurship and economic resilience. The program is expected to run for 8 years and will be monitored closely by the IFC criteria with the Tonga Development Bank's rollout implementation plan. Meanwhile, the chairlady of the bank, Aloma Johansson, says the initiative was first brought to as an idea in 2023, and she gives credit to those in the past who have worked to achieve this milestone.
Whilst we arrive here in December 2025 and we're able to have achieved this, we mustn't forget those that came before us and did the hard groundwork. So while we receive the accolades for today, thanks must be given to the past personalities that actually worked really hard to bring us to this point. Kaho and I are both new in our positions that we hold, so we have to acknowledge those past personalities and the efforts that have been made in the past. Yeah. And to encourage the public that we are a bank and that we really do have the heart to help. We might be a little bit slow and we're working on that. The turnaround for loan applications, we're working really hard at doing that, and we will be getting some assistance to try and upskill our staff to be able to provide and render those services more efficiently.
This partnership also includes technical assistance to enhance the bank's capacity in areas such as loan portfolio growth, new banking products, and environmental and social governance. And the Tonga Police, in partnership with the Ministry of Health, held their first ever blood donation campaign yesterday at the Tonga Police headquarters in Longolongo. The initiative brought together police officers, staff and health professionals in an united effort to support the vital need for blood donations. Lidia Tongatapu has more.
Police Commissioner Jeff Turner led the campaign, with officers from the Tonga Police actively participating in the blood donation process. Dr. Patrick Bentani from the Ministry of Health expressed his appreciation for the officers' involvement, noting that their donations could make a significant difference in the lives of those in need. He emphasized that even a single donation has the potential to help multiple patients. Tonga Police also extended their gratitude to Family Free of Violence for their support, as well to the police nurse and Ministry of Health staff for their assistance in ensuring the success of the event. This collaboration marks an important step in Tonga's ongoing efforts to enhance community health and well-being. Reporting for Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Lidia Tongatapu.
That's it from the local news. Sports is up next after this break with Mark Ake. Stay tuned.
Welcome to this hour's sports package of Radio Tonga News. To boxing, Tongan heavy hitter Nuku'alofa Havea fell to Greco-American veteran Manitzanyan Vakan in an epic 92-kilogram clash in the quarterfinals of the IBA Men's World Boxing Championship in Dubai yesterday. Despite the loss, he left no doubt he's a fighter to keep an eye on. From the first bell, Vakan controlled the distance, but Havea's heart and determination lit up the ring. Round after round, he battled fatigue and experience, refusing to back down, landing hard shots and showing unstoppable spirit. Though the referee eventually stopped the contest, Havea proved that grit, courage, and sheer willpower will make him a rising star in the 92-kilogram division. Havea is one of two fighters representing Tonga alongside Tevita Malupo. Meanwhile, another Tongan representing New Zealand, George Holla, made his mark against Kyrgyzstani contender Koshaliv Mirzakir in Day 5 of the tournament. Despite both fighters' size promising an explosive start, the first round remained cautious. Mirzak edged the first round 4-1, but Holla stayed composed, reading his opponent well. In the second round, Mirzakir burst forward quickly, yet Holla reacted sharply. The Kiwi grew more confident, firing quick, clean punches and showing greater rhythm. Although it wasn't quite enough to swing the round, Holla's improvements were clear as Mirzakir took it 10-9 across all cards. The final round, however, slipped away. Holla didn't let his hands go enough, while came out aggressively, pushing the pace. With the higher output and pressure, Mirzakir secured the decision, but not without Holla proving he has the timing, reactions, and potential to trouble top contenders in the future. The tournament is expected to end in the next 2 days.
There was Mark Ake with the latest from sports. Now let's take a look at the latest weather update brought to you by Inokile Lenga, our meteorologist from the Tonga Meteorological Service from Whāmato.
Good evening once again. Welcome to evening forecast from Tonga Met. Here is what we're expecting for the next 24 hours. Cloudy condition for all of Tonga, occasional rain, possible heavy falls, and also potential thunderstorms, especially over the areas of the newest Lava'o and Ha'apai. From the satellite imagery, what we're seeing here are low clouds drifting in from the northeast, also high clouds moving in from the northwest. We're also seeing developing clouds to the northwest of the group, which indicate the trough lies along this hemisphere. And we're expecting these developing clouds or these connection to move into the northern part of the group. So here's our warning for our land areas. We have heavy rain warning and also flash flood advisory for the areas of the Niuas, Vava'u, and also Ha'apai. Strong wind warning remains in force for the Niuas land areas, and also strong wind warning and small craft advisory remains in force for Tonga coastal waters. For the next 5 days across the region, mostly cloudy are expecting for the next 5 days across Tonga, with occasional rain developing, moving in from the north and also from the west. As we head into the weekend, we see these convergent areas here generating some occasional rain, possible heavy falls and thunderstorm toward the end of this week and also Monday next week. But our forecast from tonight up until tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy for all of Tonga with occasional rain. Possible heavy falls and thunderstorms over the areas of Ha'apai, Vava'u, and also the Niuas. Wind will be around 15 knots, Tongatapu and also Ha'apai, but up to 25 knots for the Niuas and also Vava'u. Minimum temperature for tonight will be around 23 for Tongatapu and Ewa, 24 for Ha'apai and Vava'u, and 25 degrees Celsius for the Niuas. Forecast for tomorrow will be quite similar, mostly cloudy for all of Tonga with occasional rain, possibly heavy at times with thunderstorms, especially to the northern part of the group and also the Niuas, including Ha'apai. Maximum temperature for tomorrow will be around 28 degrees Celsius for most part of the group and 29 for the Niuas. Tide prediction, high tide will be 10 minutes past 12 a.m. midnight tonight, and low tide will be 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. Sun and moon sunrise will be at around 8 minutes to 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and moonrise will be at 12 o'clock midnight tonight. Wrapping up with the 5 days outlook for Nuku'alofa, occasional showers for Friday, also Saturday, but easing towards Sunday with chances of isolated showers, mostly cloudy for Monday with scattered showers, including Tuesday next week. Maximum temperature for the next 5 days will be around 27 to 29. And that will be all for tonight. Good evening.
That wraps up your English news package for the hour, but before we part, here's one final look at today's top stories. Minister of Police suspended over a court case investigation. Parliament receives the second nomination candidate for the election of a Prime Minister designate, and police records 2 investigated deaths during the weekends. And that's it for the hour. I'm Paula with tonight's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Good evening.